Time's up, I done touchdown. I'm high stepping for the touchdown. I stay repping for the slums where the young bucks love to load it up just to bust.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to the AFC South Fan Battle Podcast. My name is Samantha Burnett. Welcome to the schedule release episode. We know we're a couple weeks late, and we apologize for that, but we do have some commentators that would like to share how they feel like their schedules are going to go. Of course, we know that the Colts are going to lose at home to the Jaguars, but we need to unpack everything else. So, introducing our commentators for this evening. For the Jags, we actually have a guest from the First and Teal podcast, Miss Queen D. How are you?
Doing fantastic.
For the Titans, we have Agent Hall.
I haven't even looked at the schedule, so this is like a true schedule release for me. So this is going to be a lot of fun.
It's all negative.
For the Colts, we have Harish Nukala.
Bet.
Just that's it. And for the Texans, we have Matt Briggs.
Bet.
Texans coming in, the Texan residents coming in hot with the bet stuff. That was a pre-production thing there. You guys have to at least tell everybody about the inside jokes before you do them. Well,
bet means ready. Let's go. Let's do this.
Let's go. All right, bet.
It also means okay, and yes, and sure, and thanks.
Now, listen, there's not a lot of we don't have NFL news to unpack this evening. Nothing of any significance. But you know, it's been a while since we've had Agent Ha on the show. We've missed him. We missed him. We've missed you, John Hall.
I sense a
As the resident.
Speaking of that, we got a comment. Donnie Stingley says AJ.
Oh, see, they're already shouting you out.
AK, what does that mean?
Also known as, I guess we'll wait in the follow-up comment. Donnie Stingley's an old man. You know, you got to get
Donnie, come on.
one letter at a time, okay?
He got dementia. He forgot.
Exactly. Him and Chris Remington don't know where they're at right now. But John, I do want to ask, since you're the most negative commentator of the Titans that we have, which I appreciate personally, what do you think about the AJ Brown trade?
I'm over it now. I mean,
okay. Well, let's go back in time capsule. How did you feel when it happened?
Well. That was fun. It was like a top 5 like worst sports nights for me. I got to watch Harish's like Mavericks close out the Jazz in person. I was there at the game, and we're sitting there doing the national anthem, and all of a sudden AJ Brown gets traded, and I was like, "What the hell is going on around here?
This is not America.
What's happening?"
Can I run away, please?
My Facebook messaging gets blown up, and I think it was something along the lines of, "What the F just happened?" And of course, I'm in Indianapolis. You know, sitting drunk at a bar, and I'm like, "Oh wow," laughing my ass off. While everybody else is like, "Why are you laughing so hard?"
Yeah, it was fine. It's not fine. I'm not happy about it, but it just seems as if it was. We had no money, and he was going to get a lot of money. Thank you, Christian Kirk, for driving the market up so much. And so it's a bummer. Like it doesn't see it. Things haven't really come to light. It seems as if he kind of scumbagged the organization at the last second and kind of was just like upped his asking price like right away. And so we kind of had to trade him. But I don't know. I'm just hoping that these new guys can do something.
Listen.
I mean, I'm excited for what the potential is there.
Hey, hold on real quick.
Because it's unknown.
I mean,
Donnie,
it's supply.
He probably
Oh, there we go.
typed it out.
Oh, he finally finished his joke. There's the punchline. Congratulations.
John Ha, a.k.a. Pause,
Yeah.
Megatron.
He had to look up in the dictionary how to spell Negatron.
I wish we had figured out a way to keep AJ. I mean, because we don't know I don't know what these guys are going to do. I mean, nobody really knows. You can project who you think is going to be great from college, but it's a crapshoot at the end of the day. So you want to keep AJ because a bird in the hand.
I mean, listen, it's a classic case of supply and demand. You guys really need a wide receiver. You already lost Julio Jones. You drove up his price.
How you gonna get rid
I mean, he is still
Yeah, did they
technically
really
on
use
our
him?
roster.
Was he even there?
He was released, wasn't he? He's a free agent.
He will be released in June. They have to wait until the June. So, yeah, he's not going to be back. I got Robert Woods, and you guys watch college, so you can tell me how good my guys are.
Oh, all right. Well, I just wanted to get your
if you had me on the Monday afterwards, you would have had a lot more of a classic Negatron, but time has healed that wound. Sorry.
Or mayonnaise, we don't know. Either way, the wound is healed. So, John, go ahead and unpack the Titans schedule for us. What do you think your strengths and weaknesses are with that schedule?
Let's look at it for the first time, okay? I got to pull it up here. Week 1. It looks like I'm playing the Giants week 1. That should be fun.
He's been too busy. Listen, for those that don't know, John Ha is a big Matt Ryan fan. So secretly, if we asked him to look at the Colts schedule,
it's not
he knows
secret
it like the
that
back
I'm a
of
Matt
his
Ryan fan. There's no secret of my Matt Ryan fanhood. Let's see. So we get to play the Giants. That's should be a winnable game. That they're not a great team. Oh, good. We get to play the Bills. Week 2, that should be fun. It looks like a primetime game. Great, you guys will enjoy that. We'll enjoy us losing that game. Get to lose to the Raiders afterwards. That sucks. Matt Ryan's going to beat us after that. Then we get Washington. That'll be fun. We can get okay. All right, we're looking great. We're 2-3. Now we get Colts again. So now we're another loss. Texans. I don't know. How are the Texans this year, Matt?
We're going to surprise a lot of people.
All right, so we lose
Isn't
that
that funny?
one.
It's like the same thing you said.
You're going to have to surprise yourselves.
I mean, we were good last year, and we almost lost to you guys, and we did lose to you guys.
Yeah, you almost
we almost lost
twice.
twice. So yeah, so we lose that one.
You lost to the Jets.
We get to
And the Texans.
The Texans one is the one I'm really upset at. The Jets one, I'll make excuses for. All right, then we get the Chiefs, Broncos, Packers, Bengals, Eagles. Oh my God, this is a slaughter. Yeah, so I don't feel great. So
moving on.
All right, Queen D, you're up.
So going back to that, though, John. Yeah, real quick though, John. You think that's what you're calling it? It's a slaughter.
Yeah, that's not going to be fun. I mean, here's the thing. The good thing about this is my expectations are really low, so it's only up from here. So let's have fun. Let's make this a fun year.
Hold on. If the past and what we have seen on past episodes, you pretty much call and everything comes to fruition. So as a Jaguars fan, even though I'm a non-biased host, I'm taking what you're saying with because you call pretty much all the games pretty accurate. So you're seeing a losing season. I just want to know for myself.
Well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I went, I think I was 7-11 last year in the predictions. I think I predicted us to lose every game. So I don't know if I'm all that accurate.
Well, week to week though, week to week, you pretty much called the games. You said you're going to lose to the Jets. I'm pretty sure you called losing to the Texans as well.
Yeah, but that's just because I was at that game. They always lose when I go to those games.
That's true.
I got to figure. All right, let's see. Which slaughter do I want to go to this year? I got to figure that out. Maybe I can go down to LA, go see the Chargers. Ooh, that'll be fun. Get killed by the Chargers.
Or you can go to Jacksonville and see Sam and Queen Bee and.
Yeah, I got to crash on the couch.
Right.
Let's go. Come on.
All right.
You can leave your tear. You can leave your tears of souvenirs at Sam's house.
How the Jazz going to be this year? Can I expect to beat you guys at least?
At least.
Damn, look at this. You know what's bad about this? John so badly doesn't want to talk about his schedule that he's segueing for me. Like as the host.
Right? Well, okay. Sorry. What was your question? Did I even answer it?
No, I didn't have one. You've just
okay.
been. I'm just like I'm getting anxiety. I'm getting hints of anxiety from your.
Here's the thing: our schedule is going to be tough because we finish first, so we get to play all the first place teams, and then our add-on game because of the 18th game is Green Bay. So I don't feel great about it. It's a tough schedule. So and we have become our roster is significantly worse than it was last year. So. No, it's not. I don't feel awesome. I don't think we're going to win the division. I think at this point, I just want to see our young guys what I've got, and I'd like to have. I'd like to just maybe get some surprise wins in there. I don't know.
All right, good enough.
So the expectations are down here.
All right. Well, I guess we'll segue from there. That's very depressing.
You know who you
That's
asked to
really
come
sad.
on. You know who you wanted on here.
Even though
All
that was
right.
expected.
The Queen. Listen, we know it's all 1:00 games. We know that because that's all the Jaguars get.
Oh yeah, we gotta get that IV hydration out there for those games so we don't die.
Seriously. Yes.
Yeah. So looking at this schedule, that first game at Washington with Wentz, I think it's gettable. I mean, he didn't have a good showing the last time against us, and we actually have a competent football coach and staff. And I would assume this team is better than what Urban had trotted out there. So I believe that's a gettable. Let's see. We have the Colts home. Yeah, we're getting that one. So we're going to start out 2-0.
Of course.
We're starting out 2-0. And then we're going to go out to the LA and get our ass kicked by the Chargers.
It's still winning record so far.
Yeah.
It's still 2-1.
Yeah, West Coast trips are not our friends. They've never been. Eagles, I don't know who's their quarterback. Hurts.
Yeah, with the new wide receiver, A.J. Brown, his best friend.
Yeah, and then Donkey Smith, right?
Yeah.
I think Jalen Hurts has always been better than people give him credit for.
Do
Right.
they
Yeah,
still
now
have
he
Minshew as a backup?
Yeah, they still got Minshew as a backup. I
Now
mean,
they have no excuse. They have two great wide receivers and a quarterback, so no excuses
Right.
for Jalen Hurts.
right. I got toss. I don't think we win that one. And Houston at home. Oh gosh, who's that quarterback for Houston?
Money
Their
Mills,
quarterback?
Gotta be
Mills?
Mills, right?
Gotta be
the
Mills.
second best rookie in the draft last year.
I think we could take him at home, but I think we're gonna go to the Colts, and we're gonna lose there as usual.
Always.
Yeah, I'm not scared of Danny Boy coming down here, so I think that's a win. We'll lose to Denver and London. London is not. I don't see that as any kind of advantage ever.
Wait, which is the game in London?
Practically a home game.
Denver.
Denver? Okay.
Yeah, they say it's a home game, but you have fans out there wearing Jaguar and Houston gear together. My God.
Yeah, that's actually some of the. I was on a podcast, the franchise tag. They're a UK NFL podcast, and the guys were telling me that there's not like like when you go to you're at your home stadium, like at Jags Stadium, how there's like a little
Right.
pocket of Raiders fans. That's how it is. There's like a little pocket of Jags fans, but everybody there is wearing like big market team jerseys. That's why I'm always telling people we would never make it with a team over there.
Right. They have no loyalty, and actually that makes me sick, and I wish I could cuss them out for that.
Yeah.
Raiders, yeah, we're gonna lose that one. We're gonna lose to Kansas City. Then we have a bye week to recharge. Ravens, is Lamar gonna be playing? He seems to be.
Oh yeah, actually, can I comment on that before you move on? I think it's very weird that we don't have a bye week after the London game this year.
Isn't it? Don't the teams choose it? If you're international, don't you get to choose if you want to get a bye? You can opt out of getting a bye after that, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
I'm not sure, but
I
I
thought you
know
could.
we've always had a bye after the London game.
You've got a
But
new
I
coach, though. I thought it was up to the coach.
I think he asked for it, or he didn't ask for it, and
Yeah.
they didn't want it so soon. I think that's what he said. I have to go back and listen to that.
We got a comment that says Doug requested a later buy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's Ken Bailey from the Men in Teal podcast. Look at that.
Oh,
Hey, Ken Bailey.
And he also said Duval.
Yes.
Boo, Ken Bailey, boo.
yeah.
All right, so what are we at? What's our win-loss record so far?
Oh God.
I
I
heard
don't
3
know.
and 8.
I lost count.
All right, keep going. Let her.
I'm
Yeah.
excited. I'm
Yeah,
excited for the
okay.
Jaguars this year. This sounds like a good year.
Yeah, they're gonna actually look like a team out there. Yeah. Okay. Now, I don't think Baltimore's a win. The Lions, I think we can win that one. Tennessee, what is that? Tennessee on the road at that point. No, I don't think we win that one.
Yes.
One.
I got one.
Dallas,
What's the date for that?
You're 1
that is
16.
December 11th.
December 11th.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
first,
Derrick Henry will be hurt by then.
the
We'll be
first
fine.
matchup is in December. Oh, my
That's
God.
wild.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
because we get the last week 18. We get
Yeah, Derrick Henry will be hurt. We'll be fine by then.
And he'll be back like 2 weeks. Yeah, but he'll be back 2 weeks later. Dallas. I don't know. It depends what
That's
Dallas
tough.
team we get. What kind of Dak Prescott do we get? You know.
You
Well,
can't-
it's December, so probably
you
not
can't
one at all.
determine.
Coin.
You can't determine what the Cowboys are going to do in any game.
We can't. I believe we can beat them. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that as a win. And I believe we can go up and get the Jets. I believe that's doable. Houston here. No, that's Houston there. Yeah, January 1st, New Year's game. I don't think so. And Titans here. I believe we can.
It's hard to tell. You never know where each team's going to be at the end of the year.
Yeah, usually at the end of the year it's different. I would
You never
hope
know.
by the end of the year the Jaguars are starting to like gel or come together, come into their own.
Just in time for off season.
Right, but just to get
Try to get
stronger.
ready for next year.
Yeah, they get stronger, get better, get all that good chemistry going.
That's right.
Our brand new diamond wide receiver that cost the arm, kidney, and the leg that the rest of the league was pissed about. And
We can feel good about 2023.
And then go pick up the seventh best player as number one again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're
it's gonna be
not
great.
doing number one again. And then we'll have ETN back. ETN is at full strength, and then probably later on to come on, James Robinson. So I figure about later season, watch out.
So what do you think what's going to be the win-loss? What do you think it's going to be?
We should have kept count.
We should have kept count. I would love to say 9-8.
Yeah.
I would love to say 9-8.
Wow.
I want to be even. Let's say 9-8.
Oh wow!
I like
Best
it.
case scenario.
Plus
we got
8 wins.
That's
Huh?
still a winning
How about-
season.
What about 8-8-1?
Yeah.
Who
Can you-
the hell wants to tie?
Well, you said you wanted to be even.
There's no natural progressions here. It's straight from worst to middle of the pack.
No, there's no ties here. Okay.
So we got Matt comment on her said we're going to
Yeah,
beat the
so-
Chiefs,
Oh, go ahead.
but get steamrolled by the Lions, just what we do last year against the Bills.
True.
So
Yeah.
beat the
I
good
forgot
team
about
and
that
then lose
Bills
to the bad
game.
team.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that
forgot that.
was-
Like, what is that, 9-3 game or whatever it was?
I know, but that Colts game
Oh,
was
yeah.
much more fun than the Bills win.
No, it wasn't. It was horrible.
Nah.
Ken Bailey says
I
7
thought
to
it
10.
was great. I thought
Ken
it was
Bailey
good.
says 7 to 10 is the floor, in my opinion. I don't know. I think
Is it?
I agree with you. I think we see a winning season finally. I don't think maybe
I don't think
like
we're doing playoffs though.
I think like maybe like wild card knocked out in the first round kind of deal. But
AFC is too
I don't-
stacked.
Yeah, you need like 11 or 12 wins to get a wild card this year.
Hey, they're gonna let 10 teams in this year.
Are they?
Then
New
might
rule
be
change
it.
just
That's
happened.
the only way that will
Breaking-
happen.
fuck you, John Hall.
Hey,
Breaking news.
language, Sam. Language.
Bet. All right. Any other comments before we move on to the shitty ass Colts?
Yeah, you're gonna love me. I'm ready.
There's
Sure you
18-0. Here it comes.
Yeah, 18-0 coming in.
We're winning the
Any-
Super Bowl. Listen, I'm
Any-
coming off a Mavericks high, so I'm good.
Mavericks high. Ain't no highs yet.
I got a lot of highs.
All right. Any more comments, Missy, before we move on?
No, none for me.
Thoughts, comments. Let me ask you real quick how did you feel about our draft? Were you surprised?
Well, surprised. I felt there was 4 strong, possibilities. I felt that no matter who they picked, there was going to be a section of the fan base that didn't like
Always.
whatever happened.
Yeah,
Right.
everything.
But I mean, the only thing I can say about Trayvon Walker, I can see why he was chosen, because that is a beast of a man, and I saw Hutchinson in person, and he's not that impressive. But as we know, you can have the physical attributes, but it's like what you do on the field. So that's where we're really going to be able to tell.
You know what? Everybody keeps talking about, don't get me wrong. I hate Trent Baalke. Okay, I hate him. Don't get me wrong. But everybody keeps talking about all the linebackers. I want to know what's worse, a bunch of linebackers or a punter in the 3rd round? Because that's how I feel. Like,
She's both.
Gene Smith, this wasn't our worst draft. I'm so
No,
tired of
God.
people saying that when Gene Smith drafted a fucking punter in the
I'm
3rd
still-
round.
That fucking idiot. God damn it. Man.
I was so mad about that.
Shit.
I was so mad about that. They had Jaguars pep rally thing at Moose Haven in Orange Park, and people are signing signatures, and I was like, oh no, thank you. And I skipped to the next person. I didn't even want his autograph. I was like, oh no,
that's
no,
horrible.
thank you.
Hey, he was a
Is
Pro
it?
Bowler. So
He
Is
was
it
a Pro
horrible?
Bowler.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, you better respect that third round punter.
He was the
He's
best
the most
player y'all
important
know.
punter
Punters
in
are
history.
people too.
Yeah.
They're weapons.
It's probably like the second most important player in your franchise's history.
It's not like he was Sebastian Janikowski who got picked in the first
Yeah.
round. I mean, I could go for that.
Oh, that is something new that has popped
I
up since the
mean-
last podcast, though. I will say, we'll close it out with this, is that Josh Lambo is suing the Jaguars for the Urban Meyer thing. So, in my opinion, I feel like it's to solidify the firing of Urban Meyer, like firing with cause, but we'll see how that plays out.
But then
Shouldn't he
he
be
said
suing
it
Urban Meyer?
affected.
What?
Shouldn't he be suing Urban Meyer?
No, he's suing the Jaguars for causing a hostile work environment. I think it solidifies the Jaguars'
Follow the
argument of firing with cause.
Yeah, but he's saying it affected his performance. I'm like, dude, your performance was affected way before that. So I don't know about that part.
Yeah. Well, you know, they got to have something.
Yeah.
He might not have been talking about his kicking performance. We don't know what he's talking about.
Whoa.
It's like that divorce.
Well,
Performance in the bedroom. Am I right there, Johnny Limbo? All right. Moving on. Harish. Everybody mute their mics. He's going to talk to himself for 30 minutes. Let's go.
I mean, so I'll tell you what I think the Colts should do, and then I'll tell you what we'll actually do. I think the Colts will start. The Colts should start 7-1. They will probably end up actually starting like 4-3 or 3-4, because that's kind of what Frank Reich does. He doesn't really get going till later on in the season. I don't know why. I hate it with a passion. So, you know, probably beat the Texans, probably lose to the Jaguars, probably lose to the Chiefs, beat Tennessee, probably lose to Denver, beat Jacksonville. What is that? 2-5 to start the season, 2-4. That sounds like a Frank Reich thing to do. And then you go to the back half of the
Hold on.
schedule.
Can I cut you off real quick? What is the Frank Reich thing to do is to lose on purpose?
No, Frank Reich never starts the season off well.
Didn't
never
end it
has.
last year either.
Never has.
Okay.
So
We have a comment from Ken Bailey. He said beat the Jags, laughing emojis. He said
Yeah.
beat them away, not at home.
Beat 'em
right?
away.
Didn't you confirm?
how's this guy a Jags commentator? He can't even listen.
All right, go ahead, Harish.
So, Mr. Jags commentator, guys. I said we would lose in Jacksonville and then beat Jacksonville at home because that's what we do. But anyway, moving on. I don't know. If I look at this, it probably should be like 12-5. I think the Colts will finish like 10-7, which is still good enough to beat this dog shit division. So still win the division.
Have you booked your hotel for Phoenix in February yet?
Phoenix? No, not yet. It's actually the next thing on my to-do list. I try to listen. Oh, wow. What a guy.
Ken Bailey, you can shut up now.
Ken Bailey needs better quality
Listen,
microphones.
Ken Bailey's outnumbered now.
Normally, yeah, exactly. I was gonna say normally, if you would comment something like that, you would offend like only the person of whose team you're talking about. However, since we have a Matt Ryan super fan on this podcast, by making an insult about Matt Ryan, you're actually
Insulting him as well. Yeah.
insulting
I'd rather
half
you
of our
insult my
commentators.
mother, not Matt Ryan. And I'll tell my mom I said so.
Not Mama Ha.
She knows. She knows.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
What if we insulted your mom by calling her Matt Ryan?
That would actually be a
That's
That's
a
a
compliment.
compliment.
That's what I was gonna
Compliment, Mom. What are you talking about?
I just love that matchup that they have for the Jaguars when they show them two together, and Matt Ryan just looks so old.
That's good.
So old.
It's probably still better than your quarterback, who still hasn't done anything as a generational talent.
First of all,
Hey, it takes a generation to get started.
He still hasn't
nobody's
done
calling him a generational talent.
Whoa, what do you mean?
Bearded
literally
Guns
all he
was
was
nonstop
called.
saying it.
Yeah.
He's a
gets
great
you
quarterback.
over.
You have to prove it. You have to prove your generational talent to become a generational talent.
He
Did y'all
was
not watch
drafted
the
on the-
podcast with Todd Clary?
He was drafted on the sole basis that he was a generational talent.
He could be. We don't know.
I was on with Todd. I was on with Matt Grieve and Bearded Guns, and 2 of the 3 were saying he's a generational talent already.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a once in a lifetime.
Everybody here would have drafted him if they
when
had
you
that
think
spot.
about it,
Yes.
everybody is a once in a lifetime.
Jacksonville is only good for one thing, and that's moving the market when it doesn't need to be moved.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. All right,
They
Hurry.
did it with Nick Foles, and now they're doing it with Christian Kirk. So
Yeah, go ahead. Talk about that since you don't want to talk about your schedule.
I already talked about it. I said we probably should go 13-4. We probably go 10-7.
I wasn't listening and guess I was shocked that you already
You
finished.
weren't
But go
listening
ahead.
because he said 12-5 is what they should go. Now he's changed it already.
All right,
he's
go ahead
improved
and-
his record already.
Oh
Go
yeah,
ahead and comment
should
on Nick
go-
Foles. Go
Nick
ahead.
Foles. We pay him about $80 million less than the Jaguars as a backup quarterback. See, that was a great signing. He's only getting $2 million. What else can happen?
I just don't know where.
And he's never going to play.
You guys
And
talk
just
about
like in
Frank Reich.
Jacksonville, when you play for Jacksonville, can't win in Jacksonville.
And he's never going to play.
I just.
He broke his collarbone on the first drive. I mean,
Yeah, we couldn't.
He's
help
never
that.
going to play in Indianapolis. So what's the point?
You,
You're gonna make
you
$2
should
million
hope.
to ride the bench. Matt Ryan hasn't missed a single game in his entire career.
I just don't
He's not gonna
understand.
play.
Listen, I don't understand where the Colts are now. Like you talk about Frank Reich, but where are the Colts at in their heads where they're just like,
Better?
we want to only pick up washed up quarterbacks. Like we want
They're
old
in a
quarterbacks.
transition.
Like the older the better.
What other option was there, Sam?
It's like
No. Answer the question. Don't. What other option was there, Sam? Should we have gone and paid Nick Foles $84 million?
I'm not saying that. I'm not talking
okay.
about myself. I'm the non-biased host. I'm asking why you guys keep picking up old, washed-up quarterbacks.
Because that's the only option there is.
How?
You know who they tried to go after? Kyler Murray. Couldn't get him. Couldn't get Kyler Murray. Deshaun Watson. Couldn't get him.
Ken Bailey doesn't get to
Just
comment
another
anymore.
Bandit. It's another
Yet
Bandit
another
quarterback.
Band-Aid quarterback.
That's exactly what it is.
Someone's
exactly
getting
what it
banned.
Baker Mayfield is dog shit. Let's stop talking about Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield sucks ass from a straw. I would have been more pissed off about Baker Mayfield than
I'm going to say a
than
name.
keeping
I'm going to
Carson.
say a name, and it's controversial.
No, not Colin Kaepernick.
How about the guy you wanted to
Just
play
saying.
in Carolina?
I would have taken Sam Darnold
There you
over
go.
We
over
know.
Baker Mayfield.
That's
Over
my
Baker
We
problem.
know you're a big
You
Sam
love
Darnold guy.
Yeah,
Sam
I love
Darnold.
Sam Darnold. I would have taken
You know what?
Sam
Yeah.
Darnold over Baker Mayfield.
I'm sure Carolina
We
would
would
have been
want
happy to
you
get
to.
rid of him.
Obviously, they wouldn't have because they would have traded him.
I mean,
Well, listen, you're not running the Colts front office. Maybe they don't love Sam Darnold.
That's fine. That's their problem, not mine.
Yeah, you.
But the
love
other
Sam
part of it
Darnold.
is, I mean, these guys are just falling.
You
into
got a
it.
better quarterback than Sam Darnold, so stop it.
I'm not complaining about Matt Ryan. I
Good.
love the Matt Ryan trade. I think
They
it's
wanna
a
get
great
Journeyman.
trade. I think Matt Ryan's a great trade. He's an upgrade over Carson Wentz. So,
Okay.
well, Baker Mayfield hasn't done anything in 5 years, so I don't know why the Baker Mayfield hype is so high. He's had better teams than any
I
team
think
that Matt Ryan has had in the last 5 years and couldn't do anything with it.
I think
I
Baker
don't know what the hype
is.
around him is.
I don't think Baker is that great, but I also don't think he's that bad.
I think he's worse than Matt Ryan.
Do you think he's worse than
Well,
Nick
so
Foles?
do I.
I think
Do you
they're
think
on the
he's
same. They're on the same line. Yeah, I think Nick Foles and Sam Baker Mayfield are probably the same.
At least Nick Foles can play when he has nothing to lose.
Nick Foles can
it
only
feels
play
like-
when he comes off the bench.
Well, that's what I mean. Like when he's playing with house money, he's unstoppable. Like when
Yeah.
that's when
I don't
he's
disagree.
good. So
He's going to be an excellent backup. That's never going to play.
I hope not.
Oh yeah, because then that means that your favorite quarterback's hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd
Unless
be a
we
bummer.
have some kind of hidden curse that Matt Ryan miraculously gets hurt. Matt
The
Ryan
curse
has
is
never
that
missed a game.
you've got me rooting for him, so you're screwed.
Yeah, that is pretty. You're basically the Charles Barkley of the NFL. Anything you pick goes to shit.
All right.
We're fucked.
You can enjoy my misery then. Welcome.
All right, Matt Briggs, Texans.
Well, when's the last time Jacksonville lost to the Colts in Jacksonville?
2013.
The Colts haven't won a home opener since 2014.
Oh, here we go.
So we're taking the W. I say we split. We split with the Colts
Jesus.
and the Titans. We sweep the Jags. We lose to every team in the AFC West. We split the NFC East. I think we lose to the Cowboys and the Eagles. And depends on the Browns if Deshaun plays or not. If he
Dude,
plays, we beat
that's
him.
crazy. That's crazy. Oh, hold on, back up. Why wouldn't he play?
Because he's about to get suspended.
About to get suspended.
For what?
He admitted that he made a masseuse cry with his actions. Like,
Wait. What?
he made a massage therapist cry. He knew that he made her cry. He just didn't know why. He admitted
that?
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson is still yet to pay his dues for the NFL piece of all of this.
Yeah. He's getting suspended. Just the length. And somebody close to Roger Goodell said, keep the Trevor Bauer suspension in mind when it comes to Deshaun Watson. Trevor Bauer got.
I never checked to see if he ever blocked me.
What did Trevor Bauer get? Was it like 2 seasons?
I think this season. I think he's coming back next season. I'm not 100% sure, but he is done for this season.
Could you imagine being the Texans right now? You're like, oh, thank God, got rid of him. And then now this is happening.
If he doesn't,
no way.
If he doesn't play, that helps us. We get 2 top 10 picks. So I mean, yeah.
Oh, that's a home game too.
Yeah, it is a home game.
That
So
could probably be why they're keeping Baker. If he gets suspended for a year, they're still going to need a quarterback. But that's got to be. It has to be toxic.
Yeah, I think that's why. I'm not 100% sure, but I say we beat the Dolphins and maybe the Dolphins, but we do beat the Bears. Our floor is 5-12. Our ceiling is 8-8.
What was your record last year?
7-10. Same amount of wins with Deshaun Watson, 4-13.
Okay.
So and we got better. We got a better coach. We could have won a lot of games if we had a different coach. We could have beat the Patriots. We should have beat you guys. But we had a horrible OC. Now he's in Tennessee. Hope he sucks with you guys.
Yikes.
And we got a head coach that knows what he's doing, been to the Super Bowl. And David Smith, the second best quarterback last year, rookie quarterback.
Oh my God. Can I read you the best? Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find this thing, and I just read the best fucking tweet ever. I have to read it. This guy, Big Fish, it's Mr._official, FISCHIAL, said Deshaun Watson got in trouble for trying to slang his Dietz and Watson. My, the irony. The sausages, the deli meat. No? Oh my God, I'm fucking dead. This shit. Never mind. Okay, well, I'm glad I thought it was funny. Go ahead.
that's hilarious, Sam.
Yeah, you haven't heard that one yet?
No,
that one
I haven't.
Big time. Big time.
Oh, well, I just read it. I thought it was great. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, just the way as everything unfolded, that guy's he's not a good guy. Like, he let his sandwich shop lefties just close without telling nobody. Like, he didn't pay no rent. So a whole bunch of people lost their job without knowing. Like, he's not a good guy. I hated that because I was a
I didn't realize that the HBO was doing a series on it too. Yeesh.
Yeah.
Wait, on what?
On
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah. And the trial's still going on, so his lawyers and their lawyers don't want no trial to happen during the season, and the season's about to start. Yeah. So it'll probably be next year before the trial starts. So you might not get a suspension until next year.
I mean, the NFL can still suspend them, right?
Because
so the trial has to be over.
But this is like what is that? Civil, isn't it? Because there was no.
Yeah, it's a civil suit.
Yeah.
And they got thrown out, didn't it? Didn't the civil suits?
No, they're still happening. The grand jury got thrown out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the civil suit. That's why he can't.
Yeah, but can they try him if
they
it's
can put
not
him on
a criminal?
they can, but that's why they had a grand jury to see which way it would go. And it went in Deshaun's favor, so they said, "No, we're good."
Well, that's what I'm saying. So the NFL can't suspend him if there's no criminal act.
Yes, they can suspend him for like violating the code of conduct.
Ben Roethlisberger, no criminal charges were on him, and but he can be put on the commissioner's list, and that's probably what's going to happen until all this blows away. But I say
that's not your problem anymore. We talked about it all last year.
I know. I didn't even realize that was a thing. My bad.
That's one reason why we got better. We got rid of.
Sorry, John. We'll start talking about Matt Ryan again.
No. I'm trying.
Matt Ryan's cool. We get it.
Oh, John, I get it. I can't stand talking about Deshaun Watson anymore. So
I just I guess I don't pay attention, so I was kind of shocked when you said that. But anyways, okay. Any more comments on the Texans schedule?
The worst is 5-12. The best is 7-10.
That's so which one do you feel like is more probable?
The middle, 6-11. I mean,
okay.
We're rebuilding. I'm not like you Jags guys. Like, oh yeah, we're going 9-8.
We're gonna go 9-8.
Yeah, like we're rebuilding.
What's wrong with that?
I just don't want. Look,
Harish has his team winning the Super Bowl, so let's come on, we're all exaggerating here.
I get it. I mean, if we make the playoffs, which we won't. Great.
The Queen is trying to speak. Please go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Anything can happen. I mean,
you're right. You're right. But I'm kind of like John. I know my team sucks, so
I need a lot of liquor, and I could say they'll go undefeated.
And you wouldn't be the first. Right? You wouldn't be the first commentator to get on here and get drunk and.
Yeah, Sam.
Oh shit, we can do that.
I don't know about we can.
Sam's drunk right now.
No, I wish I was. No,
you're not at work, right? So you're definitely drunk.
Wait a minute. No, there was.
We need to pray that the Jaguars don't win in London again, because Sam doesn't need another London.
She don't need no more kids.
Oh yeah.
Right.
No, remember I got. Oh. Stop. No, that game that I came on and I was drunk was from watching that fucking shitty ass Saints Packers
right. It was the Saints Packers game.
Oh right.
The one
and
that
I
they did in
spent like
Jacksonville,
$300 and something on those fucking tickets for nothing.
What do you mean for nothing? You got wasted.
Hey, you saw more points scored that day than the rest of the Jaguars.
Not from the Packers. The Packers were looking like the Jaguars that day. Oh man, that was bad.
Well, they had to bring their identity with them somehow, right? So they picked the day.
I was just like, well, this game sucks worse than a Jaguars game. I'm gonna go get drunk, and that's what I did. And then I came on here and called out one of our former guests. So. All right, Tinkerman says NFL going to get him next year so they get more money. Come on. I'm assuming that's about Deshaun
Watson. Yep.
Yeah, so. Matt, any other comments about Texans before we sign off?
No.
All right. Aren't we all over it? Aren't we all? All right. Misty, tell us where we can find your podcast. Tell us where we can find you on social media, Twitter, all that stuff.
All right, you can find us at First and Teal podcast. We're on Spotify, we're on Amazon, we're on Buzzsprout, First and Teal on Instagram, First and Teal on Twitter, and you can find me, Ms. Nika 989, also on Twitter. That is my personal. And yeah.
Awesome. So make sure you check them out. Harish, unmute yourself and tell us where to find you on Twitter.
You can find me at the Uncle Gandhi, Ghandi.
What? DHAN?
Ghandhi.
Oh, I was like, did you even spell that right?
Are you drunk?
Do you not know how to spell?
Liz, y'all keep mentioning me being drunk. You know what I got on my desk? Diet Pepsi, like always, and soy sauce when I ate dinner. Okay?
Diet Pepsi. Oh,
I drink Diet Pepsi every freaking episode. Every episode, I drink a Diet Pepsi.
Why do you drink any Pepsi?
I just drink Diet Pepsi. I don't know. Ever since I did the keto diet, I love Diet Pepsi. I never liked it before that.
Oh, okay.
Quit judging me on my life choices. You're got Matt Ryan as a quarterback. Matt Briggs.
Okay.
You and John both. You fucking what a bitch.
I mean, to be fair, it wasn't Harish's choice.
What?
It wasn't Harish's choice. He didn't make that decision.
No, John, it was totally my choice. The host just said so.
Whatever I say goes. Go ahead, Matt. Where do we find you?
You can find our podcast at Texans Fan Battle Podcast and find me at A1 Day One Texans.
And Agent Haw, who works for the TS, or not the TSA.
The TSA. I got demoted.
Who works for the NSA and so is not on social media because he tries to hide.
He's on everybody's social media.
All over.
Yeah, he's promoting other people.
I'm at. You can find me at Miss Nika 989.
There you go. It's
Any complaints? That's where you send them.
Oh, is this a double agent? Is this a double
double.
agent? Mm.
I'm all of you.
Yes. And pretty soon you'll be a Colts fan too.
That's why he keeps
Wait on
looking
that.
away. He keeps monitoring the Twitters.
Pretty soon, I'm trying to see this game keeps getting further and further out of hand.
He's tracking his Matt Ryan Colts jersey.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That you can't
John.
find apparently.
John, have you bought a Matt Ryan Colts jersey?
Not yet. It's not happened. It will, but it hasn't happened.
So Matt Ryan jerseys are sold out, and they've been sold out for about a month now.
I'll probably
Because they didn't make a
probably
lot
just
of them.
do-
It wasn't like Trevor Lawrence or even when Tebow came on the Jaguars for 2 minutes.
They
didn't print.
Listen, as somebody who's like in the know of these things, this is purely based off of the like shipping shortages or the shipping complications. They're not making enough because they can't ship them out efficiently.
You know where they
So
make them
they
at,
just-
right?
They make a big bunch of them, and then
You know where they make them, right?
yes, I know where
China.
they're coming from.
In Jacksonville.
They're shipping out from Jacksonville, but the problem is they make them. They make the amount, and then they just sell it, and then they just wait until they can make more. It's just the problem is that's where they ship them out. That's not where they're making.
Oh,
them.
we had plenty of Tebow jerseys.
I'm sure you did. It's because
Plenty.
the demand wasn't very high.
I'm sure the
Hey,
demand was
hey.
higher for Trevor Lawrence jerseys than it was Matt
That's the
Ryan.
Lord's tight end, okay? Leave the Lord's tight end alone.
Yeah,
alright?
seriously.
I've got the
Yeah.
Lord's.
You don't mess
You're
with
gonna
the Lord's chicken or the Lord's tight end, okay?
You're gonna get struck down. Be smiting.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you all for tuning in. And of course, we will see you next guest, Matt.
Trey Smith. Or I'm sorry. Jimmy Smith the third.
That's our next guest?
Yes.
No, I thought we had, who was it?
But he said he's not going to reschedule with us.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fine.
Well, that's disappointing. I
got-
hope
we got
I'm in
some-
town.
He got some stuff with the Colts he has to do, so he said he has to reschedule.
Okay.
gotta
So
sign that
we're
contract.
not that he's not scheduling; he has to reschedule.
Yeah.
I thought you said he was not. I was like, well, that's
No, you have to reschedule.
Gotcha. All right. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you in a couple weeks. And thank you. Make sure you listen to First and Teal.
Bet.
Bet.
Your time's up by the touchdown. I'm high stepping for the touchdown. I stay repping for the slums where the young bucks started loaded up just to bust rounds. I'm steady having flashbacks. Dirty cash in the glad raps. I used to cook it like a lab rat, bagging 50 slabs, asking junkies where the cash.